The Elster Group is a company with a global footprint. So we have operations in about 30 countries on almost every continent, about 7,000 employees.
Our customers are the utility companies around the world. Our solutions help those customers monitor the usage of gas, water, and electricity. In my role as VP of IT, I need to bring standard solutions to all 7,000 employees globally. When Elster began the journey to go public, there were a couple of things that they identified that needed attention. As you looked at the security aspects of how we were running our systems, that's a big component of getting SOX compliance. What I had was a system where there was really no security controls. On the IT front, there wasn't a governing body of IT personnel to help drive the mission of standard systems.
We need to make sure that we bring these systems together on one platform, that we can work with the data without necessarily worrying where it comes from.
SAP wound up being that solution, and in particular GRC, because what it allowed us to do was stick with our plan to standardize on SAP, but then to also give us an avenue where we can plug into some of these other ERP systems and ensure that they were being tightly controlled as well.
There is a benefit of transparency with SAP GRC because it helps us to tie all the different data sources together on a single platform.
Before GRC was in place, there wasn't control. Once we installed GRC and were able to identify what the issues were based on our newly defined risk and control matrix, 40,000 popped up. After our implementation of GRC, we've knocked out over 95% of those 40,000 issues with a staff of less than 5 IT professionals.
SAP GRC helps us with the reporting. So we have now a central database and we can present data out of sophisticated system like SAP compared to the prior world of having spreadsheets.
Now I can go and run a report right on the spot. I understand what everyone is doing within the system, what the current status is of segregation of duty issues. That's something I didn't have before. Now that GRC is implemented, our internal auditors are now relying on the system to pull evidence and to assess the control that we put in place in Elster.
We are using SAP GRC process control to administer our internal control system. That means that every control that we have, about 1,800 for the entire company, is documented in SAP GRC. In addition to managing our internal control system, we also now do internal audits outside of SOX in process control. And more importantly, we track corrective action items in the tool. And that has helped us to reduce the number of overdue corrective action items for internal audit dramatically, more than 90%.
SAP touches everything that we do within Elster, from manufacturing to sales and distribution. If you fast forward to one single global instance of SAP, that will allow us to run the same processes, the same procedures, the same manufacturing processes globally.
My name is Malte Globig and I'm Internal Audit Manager.
My name is Darnell Smith. I'm the VP of Information Technology, and SAP helps Elster run better.